Peace and love to everybody. So, this video, I'm going to get straight to it. This video, I'm going to be telling you why black men love, like, or want white women. Okay? So let's go down real quick before I get into the facts. Thank you to everyone that's been liking, sharing, subscribing. It is Black History Month in America. So for those watching outside of America, it's just a month where people in America celebrate their history, learn about their history, go to events, and so on. Here's the thing, if you know me by now, then you know that it's Black History Month for me all day, every day, okay? If you know me, you know that I'm always throwing out facts and so on. But what I do find funny is that we existed for centuries before Europeans came into the picture or even other races came into the picture. So how we get 28 days out of the month, out of the year to only celebrate our history that goes far beyond others, I don't know, it's just a little bit weird. Because if you think about it, Black History Month is only 1 month, but every other month in the year, you're learning things about, white history. You got your Thanksgiving, you got your Columbus Day, you got your St. Patrick's Day, you got this day, that day, right? So, but whatever, what do I know, right? So let's get to it. Oh, please feel free to like, share, comment, send this information to family members, siblings, whoever it is that you feel like might benefit from it, because I genuinely feel like a lot of people can benefit from this. So let's get to it. Hopefully I didn't forget anything. Why do black men love, want, or go for white women? There's history behind it. There's also, as well as psychology behind it. And I'm break it down. Oh, before I even get to that, I'm sorry, I'll be skipping around. This video, since it's Black History Month, what I'm going to do, I do my best, or try to do, is I'm going to try and release a video every day, okay? Every day I'm going to give you videos on history of black people. I'm going to drop some facts. I'm open to conversations if anybody wants to have a conversation about it so others can learn from it. So yeah, every day, so please tune in, okay? Yes, every day I'm going to try and do a video. So now let's get to it. Why do black men love white women? You get the point by now. Black men want white women. Why? Okay, here's the history behind it. Black people, Africans, however you would like to refer to us as, we have existed for thousands of years before Europeans even came into the pictures. We had civilizations for thousands of years before they even came into the picture. Okay? Damn, my battery is low. Let me get a charger real quick. Okay, 2 seconds, and I'm back up and running. All right, got it. So, before Europeans came into the picture, we were loving each other, mating with each other, reproducing with each other. We didn't want anybody else. We just loved ourselves the way we were. Europeans came into the picture. A lot of things happened. Then colonization, then slavery, then segregation, then Jim Crow. I can keep going, but I'm just going to stop for now. Around colonization, around slavery, in general, for the most part, what is the most important being or thing to a man? It's his woman. That's something that men are protective over. A good man. I don't know if you're dating a man that don't really care much about you. That's another conversation for another day. For the most part, a man's most important part of him is his woman. So he would always protect his woman and so on. So the rules of war, or the rules of taking over a nation or a community, when it comes to the psychology aspect of it, is to castrate the man, kill the man, rape the woman, or mate with the woman to now make more products of yourself. That's how people take over nations and tribes and so on. Those are the rules. Extreme, but that's what's been done all over history. So now we have colonization and we have slavery for black people. We were still loving each other even all through those hard times. And now during slavery and colonization, what is the one thing that the white man cared about the most? Is white women, right? So black men were not allowed to look at white women. We're not allowed to touch white women. You couldn't even breathe towards white women. If you think that's false, look up the history of black men that have been killed or sent to prison just for looking at a white woman, or just because a white woman said that black man looked at me. One of the biggest examples is Emmett Till. Okay, so feel free to look up that story if you want. So what does psychology tell you? Psychology tells you that the more you're told not to do something, the more you want to do it, right? When you're a kid, your mom tells you, don't put your hand in that fan. Don't put your hand in that candle. As a kid, what do? You touch it. You put your hand in it, okay? It's called reactance theory. So white men are saying, don't touch my black woman. Don't even look at my white woman. And the mind of black people back then, some of them, not all of them, that's what they now wanted because of that. Right? The more this man is telling me not to do it, the more I'm gonna want to do it. Also because it's kind of like a macho thing to do, like, oh, I'm gonna get his woman. So that was a lot of mental mental issues to an extent behind it. So now there's no more physical slavery, even though there is still physical slavery. You just might not know about it. But people are more enslaved now mentally. So now we have some freedom, and now I can get that white woman without being lynched for it, without going to jail for it. And because my ancestors or my fathers or my grandfather couldn't have you, now I want to have you. Believe it or not, that's the psychology behind it, regardless of what anybody tells you. Now, is there a situation where a black person can fall in love with a white girl? It's possible, right? They say you don't choose who you marry. That's false. Obviously, you're the one proposing, so you're choosing. You don't choose who you fall in love with. That's false, because you're the one making that decision to constantly be around them. Are there some situations where it is possible that it is true love? I'm sure that's possible. But for the most part, if a black man is saying something along the lines of, oh, I only want me a white girl, or black girls are doing too much, or black girls are too nasty, their hair is nappy, their hair is this, their hair is that, or their lips are too big. If you hear any one of those, or if you know a black man that only specifically goes for white women, there's psychology behind it, there's history behind it. Because if you think about it, they say men, for the most part, date their mothers. In terms of, you date somebody that maybe acts like your mom, personality as your mom, cooks like your mom, or somebody that reminds you of your mom. Same thing for women. Women usually date somebody that reminds them of their dad, right? So if a black man is saying, oh, I only want me a white girl, then you have to ask him or wonder what his relationship is like with his mother. Does he love his mother? Does he think his mother has nappy hair? Because how could you not love the same type of person that you came from? It absolutely makes no sense, which is why you see that, if you really get down to it, a lot of them don't even know why, but it's like, it's like a mental thing. So that's truly the history behind it. If you also read Malcolm X's book, he tells you about how white women used to pay to have sex with black men. See, black men don't even know this. They used to pay to have sex with you. And now you're just giving away everything for free. Right? They used to pay to have sex with black men. White women used to pay to have sex with black men. Because also, that reactness theory goes with them as well. Because during slavery and colonization, the white men were making sure or telling their white women not to even look at the slaves, not to even look at the Africans. So just like it went for the white men, it also went against them. So that's really truly the history behind it. Other than that, I got a lot more videos to do. Thank you for watching. I really hate when I finish a video and I feel like I forgot something, but I truly hope I didn't forget anything. Other than that, I'm open to a conversation. You can like, share, comment, hit me up on my DM, whatever the case may be. Other than that, peace. Y'all take care. I'll see you in the next video.